There comes a moment in life when you must stop waiting for the world to change and begin changing yourself. The problem with many people is not that they lack opportunity. The problem is that they entered a new season with an old mindset. You cannot expect a better future while protecting the habits that destroyed your yesterday. Before 2027 arrives, there are some things you must improve because your future is not built by luck. Your future is built by preparation. Welcome to Unstoppable Mindset. The first thing you must improve is your thinking. A person can never rise above the quality of their thoughts. Your mind is the control center of your destiny. If your thinking is weak, fearful, negative, or limited, your life will eventually reflect it. Most people spend years blaming their environment while ignoring the battlefield inside their own minds. Your life moves in the direction of your strongest thoughts. If you constantly think about failure, fear, excuses, and limitations, your actions will follow that pattern. But when you begin to think with purpose, vision, discipline, and faith, your entire life starts changing. You were not created to think small. You were not born merely to survive from one paycheck to another while carrying hidden frustration inside your soul. Greatness begins when your mind becomes bigger than your circumstances. Every successful person first won the battle internally before the world ever recognized them externally. Improve the way you think about time, money, relationships, opportunities, and yourself. Stop feeding your mind with negativity every single day and then wondering why your energy is low. Your environment can influence you, but your mentality determines you. Before 2027, develop the ability to think independently. Think beyond trends. Think beyond fear. Think beyond public opinion. A powerful mind creates a powerful life. The second thing you must improve is your discipline. Talent without discipline becomes wasted potential. Many people are gifted, intelligent, creative, and full of dreams, but they lack consistency. Discipline is what separates people who merely talk from people who actually transform their lives. Your future is hidden in your daily routine. What you repeatedly do will eventually shape who you become. Motivation is temporary. Emotions change every day. But discipline creates stability even when emotions disappear. There will be mornings you do not feel inspired. There will be seasons when nobody claps for you. There will be moments when progress feels invisible. But disciplined people continue anyway. That is why they win. Your excuses may comfort you today, but they will imprison you tomorrow. Discipline teaches you how to control yourself instead of being controlled by distractions. Improve your sleep habits. Improve your focus. Improve your work ethic. Improve your consistency. Stop starting things and quitting halfway. Your character is revealed by what you do repeatedly when nobody is watching. The danger of undisciplined living is that it slowly steals your future while making you comfortable at the same time. Before 2027, become the kind of person who can trust themselves to finish what they started. The third thing you must improve is your communication. Many people are losing opportunities not because they lack intelligence, but because they lack the ability to express themselves clearly. Your words carry power. The way you speak can open doors or destroy relationships. Communication is more than talking. It is the ability to transfer vision, emotion, clarity, and understanding. Learn how to listen before speaking. Learn how to control your tone. Learn how to speak with confidence instead of fear. Some people sabotage their future because every conversation they have is filled with negativity, gossip, complaints, or anger. Mature people understand that words are seeds. Whatever you constantly speak eventually grows in your life. Improve the way you speak to your family, your friends, your coworkers, and even yourself. Some people are kind to strangers but abusive to themselves internally every single day. You cannot build a healthy future while constantly insulting your own potential. Before 2027, become intentional with your language. Speak with wisdom. Speak with calmness. Speak with purpose. A single conversation can change your entire destiny. The fourth thing you must improve is your health. Your body is not a machine you can abuse forever without consequences. Many people chase success while ignoring the vessel carrying them toward it. Wealth means very little if your body is exhausted, your mind is broken, and your energy is constantly drained. You cannot fulfill your purpose effectively while living in continuous physical neglect. Improve your eating habits. Improve your movement. Improve your rest. Your body responds to how you treat it daily. Every late night, every unhealthy habit, every ignored warning eventually accumulates. Some people destroy themselves slowly while pretending everything is fine. Strength is not only spiritual or mental. Strength is also physical stewardship. Your body affects your focus, your confidence, your emotional stability, and your productivity. Before 2027, stop treating your health like an afterthought. You only get one body in this life. Protect it. Respect it. Train it. Take care of it because your future requires energy. The fifth thing you must improve is your circle. The people around you influence your thinking more than you realize. Some individuals are draining your ambition while smiling in your face. You cannot constantly surround yourself with negativity, laziness, gossip, confusion, and low standards and expect to build an extraordinary future. Environment matters. Conversations matter. Influence matters. Some people keep relationships that are emotionally familiar but spiritually destructive. Everybody around you does not deserve permanent access to your life. Learn to recognize who inspires growth and who encourages stagnation. There are people who only support your comfort but become uncomfortable when you start evolving. Be careful of people who celebrate your weakness but criticize your discipline. Before 2027, protect your atmosphere. Spend time with people who challenge your thinking, sharpen your vision, and encourage your growth. Your destiny is too valuable to be surrounded by constant limitation. The sixth thing you must improve is your financial mindset. Money is not everything, but your understanding of money affects many areas of your life. Many people remain trapped financially because they never learned stewardship, patience, and delayed gratification. Stop living only for temporary pleasure. Some people spend years buying things they do not need just to impress people who do not truly care about them. Financial growth begins with self-control. Learn how to save. Learn how to invest in yourself. Learn how to manage resources wisely. Every dollar has direction. If you do not control your money will eventually control you. Wealth is not created only through income. Wealth is also created through wisdom. Before 2027, improve your relationship with money. Stop wasting energy trying to look rich while secretly remaining stressed. Focus on building stability, knowledge, and long-term vision. Financial freedom begins with financial discipline. The seventh thing you must improve is your emotional control. One uncontrolled emotion can destroy years of progress. Many intelligent people ruin opportunities because they never mastered anger, insecurity, jealousy, pride, or impulsiveness. Emotional maturity is strength. Anybody can react emotionally, but wise people learn how to respond with control. Life will test your patience. People will misunderstand you. Some seasons will frustrate you. But maturity means you stop allowing temporary emotions to make permanent decisions. Learn how to stay calm under pressure. Learn how to handle criticism without collapsing. Learn how to walk away from unnecessary conflict. Before 2027, stop giving your emotions complete control over your actions. Emotional stability creates clarity, and clarity protects your future. The eighth thing you must improve is your relationship with purpose. Too many people are alive physically but dead internally because they are living without direction. Existing is not the same as living. A person without purpose becomes vulnerable to distraction, confusion, addiction, and emptiness. Purpose gives meaning to pain. Purpose gives energy to discipline. Purpose gives direction to your decisions. Stop wasting years chasing approval while ignoring your assignment. There is something valuable inside you that the world needs. But purpose requires responsibility. It requires courage. It requires growth. Before 2027, spend time discovering who you truly are and what you were created to contribute. Stop comparing your journey with everybody else. Your assignment is unique. Your path is unique. Your timing is unique. Focus on becoming the best version of yourself instead of competing with people who were never meant to walk your path. The years are moving whether you prepare or not. Time does not wait for hesitation. One day 2027 will arrive and you will either meet it with growth, wisdom, discipline, and transformation, or with regret over the things you delayed. Your future is not waiting for luck. Your future is waiting for your decision to improve. Your life will never rise above the level of your mindset and discipline. Before 2027 arrives, you must understand that success is not an accident. Greatness is not something reserved for a chosen few. Every powerful life is built through intentional thinking and consistent discipline. The problem with many people today is not lack of talent. It is lack of mental control. They allow distractions to lead them. They allow emotions to control them. They allow comfort to weaken them. And then they wonder why their lives remain stuck in the same place year after year. Everything begins in the mind. Your thoughts create your decisions create your habits, and your habits eventually create your future. If you think like a victim, you will live like one. If you constantly focus on limitations, problems, fear, and negativity, your energy will slowly disappear. You cannot build a positive future while feeding your mind with negative thoughts every single day. Many people wake up already defeated because their minds are full of doubt before the day even begins. They expect failure before taking action. They speak weakness over their own lives. They spend more time imagining what could go wrong than believing in what could go right. You must improve the way you think about yourself. Stop calling yourself average. Stop speaking as though your dreams are impossible. You were created with potential, but potential means nothing if it is never developed. A seed has greatness inside it, but if it stays in the same condition forever, it will never become a tree. In the same way, your gifts require growth, pressure, discipline, and action. You cannot remain mentally weak and expect a strong future. Most people are addicted to comfort. They want success without sacrifice. They want change without discomfort. They want results without consistency. But every meaningful transformation demands discipline. Discipline is doing what needs to be done, even when you do not feel like doing it. Discipline is waking up with purpose when laziness tries to pull you backward. Discipline is staying committed when motivation disappears. Motivation is temporary. Feelings change every day. But disciplined people continue forward regardless of emotion. There will be mornings when you feel tired. There will be days when progress feels invisible. There will be moments when nobody supports your vision. But your future cannot be built on feelings alone. Your future must be built on principles. Weak people wait until they feel ready. Strong people move forward while still uncomfortable. That is the difference between people who dream and people who achieve. Look at your daily habits carefully because your habits are creating your future right now. Every hour matters. Every decision matters. Every repeated action matters. Some people waste years scrolling endlessly, procrastinating constantly, and avoiding responsibility while expecting life to somehow improve automatically. But success is never built through random living. Successful people become intentional with their time. They understand that every day is an investment into the person they are becoming. If you continue repeating unhealthy routines, your future will repeat unhealthy results. Discipline is not punishment. Discipline is protection. It protects your dreams from your temporary emotions. It protects your future from self-destruction. Without discipline, talent becomes wasted potential. There are many gifted people who remain unsuccessful because they never learned consistency. They start strong and quit quickly. They become excited easily and distracted even faster. But greatness belongs to people who remain steady when things become difficult. You must also discipline your mind against negativity. Stop allowing every opinion to control your confidence. Stop comparing your journey to other people. Comparison destroys peace because it shifts your focus away from your own assignment. Everyone has a different path, a different process, and a different timeline. Some people are so busy watching others succeed that they never build their own success. Focus on your growth. Focus on your progress. Focus on becoming better than you were yesterday. Your environment also affects your mindset. Be careful what you listen to every day. Be careful who influences your thinking. Some people speak fear constantly. Some people normalize excuses. Some people are comfortable living without vision or purpose. If you surround yourself with negativity long enough, eventually negativity begins to feel normal. Protect your mind like your life depends on it, because it does. What enters your mind repeatedly eventually shapes your identity. Before 2027, develop the habit of personal growth. Read more. Learn more. Improve your skills. Challenge your thinking. Stop believing that education only exists inside classrooms. Life rewards people who continue learning. The moment you stop growing mentally, you begin limiting your future. Your current mindset may be enough for where you are now, but it may not be enough for where you want to go. Discipline also means learning self-control. Learn to control your reactions. Learn to control your impulses. Learn to control your distractions. A person who cannot control themselves will struggle to control their future. Self-mastery is one of the greatest forms of power. When you learn how to govern your habits, emotions, and decisions, you become dangerous to limitation. The truth is simple. Your future will not change because you wish for it. Your future changes when you change. Every disciplined action you take today is building the person you will become tomorrow. Every strong decision is shaping your destiny. Every moment of consistency is preparing you for opportunities that weaker habits could never sustain. Before 2027 arrives, make the decision to strengthen your mind and sharpen your discipline. Stop waiting for perfect conditions. Stop waiting for confidence to magically appear. Start now. Grow now. Improve now. Because one day the life you desire will demand a version of you that is mentally stronger, emotionally mature, and disciplined enough to carry the weight of greatness. Your words and emotions are shaping your life more than you realize. Before 2027, you must improve the way you communicate and the way you control your emotions, because many people are not failing due to lack of intelligence. They are failing because they never learned how to handle people, pressure, conflict, and themselves. A person can have talent, vision, and opportunity, but if they cannot control their tongue or manage their emotions, they will eventually destroy what they worked hard to build. Communication is one of the greatest powers given to humanity. Your words can inspire people or discourage them. They can build relationships or destroy them. They can open doors or close them permanently. Every conversation carries influence. The problem is that many people speak without thinking. They react emotionally. They speak from anger instead of wisdom. They speak from insecurity instead of confidence. Then later, they regret the damage their words created. You must understand that communication is more than simply talking. Communication is the ability to transfer understanding, vision, energy, and emotion. It is not only about what you say, but how you say it. Your tone matters. Your attitude matters. Your timing matters. Some people speak truth without wisdom and end up hurting others unnecessarily. Some people never listen because they are too busy preparing their next response. Wise people understand that listening is just as important as speaking. Many relationships fail because people communicate to win arguments instead of solving problems. Pride has destroyed countless friendships, families, partnerships, and opportunities. Emotional immaturity causes people to react quickly without understanding the consequences. One angry moment can create years of regret. One careless sentence can damage trust permanently. That is why emotional control is essential for success and peace. Before 2027, you must learn how to stay calm under pressure. Life will test your emotions constantly. People will misunderstand you. Some will criticize you unfairly. Some will disappoint you. Some situations will frustrate you deeply. But maturity is revealed by how you respond when emotions become intense. Anybody can stay calm when life feels easy. But strong people remain composed even during chaos. Emotional control does not mean becoming cold or emotionless. It means learning how to manage your feelings without allowing your feelings to manage you. Too many people make permanent decisions based on temporary emotions. They quit too quickly. They destroy relationships too quickly. They speak too quickly. They react too quickly. Emotional reactions often create problems that wisdom could have avoided. One of the greatest signs of growth is learning how to pause before responding. Not every insult deserves a reaction. Not every disagreement deserves your energy. Not every opinion deserves your attention. Some people waste years fighting battles that never had value in the first place. Peace becomes possible when you stop feeling the need to respond to everything emotionally. You must also improve the way you speak to yourself internally. Many people carry negative conversations inside their minds every day. They constantly criticize themselves. They replay failures repeatedly. They convince themselves they are not good enough. But the words you speak internally eventually affect your confidence externally. If you continuously feed your mind with self-hatred, doubt, and negativity, your energy and belief in yourself will slowly weaken. Start speaking with intention. Speak life over your future. Speak hope over your situation. Speak strength even during difficult seasons. Your words influence your mindset more than you realize. Some people become prisoners of their own language because they constantly speak defeat. You cannot continuously say negative things about your life and expect positive results to appear. Communication also affects leadership. Whether you lead a business, a family, a team, or simply your own life, your ability to communicate determines how effectively you influence others. Great leaders know how to bring clarity instead of confusion. They know how to encourage people during difficult moments. They know how to speak with confidence while remaining humble. Leadership is not about controlling people. It is about inspiring people through vision and wisdom. Before 2027, improve your ability to handle difficult conversations maturely. Stop avoiding communication when problems arise. Many people allow resentment to grow because they never address issues properly. Learn how to express your feelings calmly instead of explosively. Learn how to disagree respectfully without becoming disrespectful. Mature communication protects relationships from unnecessary destruction. Another important area of emotional control is handling criticism. Many people become defensive immediately whenever someone corrects them, but growth requires humility. Not every criticism is an attack. Sometimes correction is necessary for improvement. Emotionally strong people know how to separate constructive feedback from personal insecurity. Weak people reject every correction because their ego controls them. Strong people learn from feedback without losing confidence in themselves. You must also guard your emotions against comparison and jealousy. Social media has made many people emotionally unstable because they constantly measure their lives against others. They become frustrated watching someone else succeed. They feel behind because another person appears more successful, attractive, wealthy, or accomplished. But comparison destroys peace because it shifts your focus away from your own journey. Everybody has different timing, different struggles, and different assignments in life. Stop allowing someone else's progress to make you feel inadequate. Before 2027, become emotionally stronger. Stop allowing every disappointment to break your spirit. Stop allowing every opinion to control your mood. Stop allowing anger to dominate your decisions. Learn patience. Learn wisdom. Learn restraint. Some of the strongest people in the world are not physically powerful. They are emotionally disciplined. Your future relationships, opportunities, and success will depend heavily on how well you communicate and how well you control your emotions. People may forget your status, your money, or your achievements, but they will always remember how you made them feel. The ability to communicate with wisdom and respond with emotional maturity will separate you from those who constantly live in chaos. A disciplined mind creates a disciplined tongue, and a disciplined tongue creates a peaceful and powerful life. Your health and your financial mindset will determine the quality of your future more than most people realize. Before 2027, you must improve the way you treat your body and the way you manage your money, because many people are slowly destroying their future through neglect, poor habits, and lack of discipline. Success is difficult to sustain when your health is weak and your finances are unstable. You cannot build a powerful life while ignoring the two systems that support your daily existence. Your body is the vessel carrying your purpose. Everything you want to achieve in life depends on your energy, your strength, your focus, and your ability to function effectively. Yet many people abuse their health every single day while assuming there will never be consequences. They ignore rest. They ignore nutrition. They ignore movement. They overload their minds with stress while neglecting recovery. Then later, they wonder why they constantly feel tired, distracted, frustrated, and emotionally drained. You must understand that your body responds to your habits. Every late night, every unhealthy decision, every ignored warning sign eventually accumulates. Some people are sacrificing their long-term health for temporary comfort. They choose convenience over discipline. They choose pleasure over responsibility. But eventually, the body keeps score. If you continuously neglect your physical well-being, your productivity, confidence, and mental clarity will slowly decline. Before 2027, you must begin treating your health like an investment instead of an afterthought. Learn to rest properly. Learn to fuel your body wisely. Learn to move consistently. Exercise is not only about appearance. It is about strength, endurance, mental stability, and long-term quality of life. A healthy body increases your energy and sharpens your focus. It improves your confidence and strengthens your emotional resilience. Physical discipline also teaches mental discipline because every healthy habit requires consistency. Many people say they want a better life, but they continue living in ways that weaken them physically and mentally. They consume negativity daily, sleep poorly, eat carelessly, and ignore stress until burnout becomes normal. But burnout should never become your lifestyle. Constant exhaustion is not a sign of success. Your body was not designed to operate under endless pressure without recovery. Health also includes protecting your mental peace. Some people are physically alive but mentally exhausted because they constantly surround themselves with stress, drama, fear, and toxic environments. Your mind needs protection just as much as your body. Learn how to disconnect from negativity. Learn how to create moments of silence, reflection, and peace. Learn how to protect your emotional energy from things that constantly drain you. At the same time, you must improve your financial mindset before 2027. Money is one of the greatest tests of discipline and wisdom. Many people work hard but remain financially trapped because they never learned stewardship. They spend emotionally. They live impulsively. They chase appearances instead of stability. Then they become frustrated when financial pressure controls their lives. Your financial future is shaped by your habits more than your income. Some people earn a lot but still struggle because they lack self-control. Others build stability slowly because they understand patience, planning, and discipline. Wealth is not built through temporary excitement. Wealth is built through consistent wisdom over time. One of the biggest financial mistakes people make is trying to look successful instead of becoming successful. They spend money to impress strangers while secretly dealing with stress and insecurity. They buy things they cannot truly afford just to maintain an image. But true financial growth requires maturity. Stop living for validation. Stop making financial decisions based on ego. Before 2027, learn how to manage money wisely. Create habits of saving and planning. Understand the difference between needs and unnecessary desires. Every financial decision either moves you closer to freedom or deeper into pressure. Discipline with money creates peace. Undisciplined spending creates anxiety. You must also invest in yourself. Some people spend thousands on entertainment but refuse to spend money on learning, growth, skills, or personal development. Your mind is an asset. Your abilities are assets. The more you improve your knowledge and skills, the more valuable you become. Never stop learning. Never stop growing. Financial success often follows personal growth. Another important lesson is learning delayed gratification. Most people want immediate rewards. They want fast success, instant comfort, and quick results. But powerful futures are usually built slowly. Patience is necessary for financial stability. Sometimes you must sacrifice temporary pleasure to create long-term freedom. Mature people understand that discipline today creates peace tomorrow. Your relationship with money also affects your emotional health. Financial stress destroys peace in many homes and relationships because people never learned responsibility. Money itself is not evil, but poor financial habits create unnecessary suffering. When you learn stewardship, you gain confidence and stability. You stop living in constant fear of emergencies and uncertainty. You must also stop believing that your current situation defines your future permanently. Many successful people started with very little, but they developed strong habits, strong thinking, and strong discipline over time. Financial growth begins internally before it becomes visible externally. If your mindset remains careless, no amount of money will permanently solve your problems. But if your mindset becomes disciplined, wise, and intentional, your life can gradually transform. Before 2027, decide to become stronger physically, mentally, and financially. Protect your body because your dreams require energy. Protect your peace because your focus requires clarity. Protect your finances because your future requires stability. The truth is simple. A healthy body gives you the strength to pursue your purpose, and a disciplined financial mindset gives you the freedom to sustain it. When you improve both areas, you stop merely surviving and start building a life with strength, balance, wisdom, and long-term vision. The people around you and the purpose inside you will shape the direction of your entire life. Before 2027, you must improve your circle and strengthen your sense of purpose, because no one rises alone and no one lives meaningfully without direction. Many people are surrounded by the wrong influences while also living without clarity about who they are and what they were created to become. That combination creates confusion, frustration, and wasted years. Your environment matters more than you think. The conversations you listen to daily affect your mindset. The people closest to you influence your standards, your habits, your confidence, and even your decisions. Some people are unknowingly trapped in environments that continuously weaken their vision. They spend years surrounded by negativity, gossip, laziness, excuses, and fear, then wonder why they struggle to grow. You cannot consistently stay around small thinking and expect to build a large future. Eventually, whatever surrounds you repeatedly begins shaping your mentality. If the people around you constantly complain, avoid responsibility, and reject growth, over time that behavior starts feeling normal. But normal does not always mean healthy. Some environments slowly kill ambition without people even noticing it. Before 2027, evaluate the people in your life honestly. Ask yourself important questions. Who inspires you to grow? Who constantly drains your energy? Who encourages your discipline? Who pressures you toward bad decisions? Who celebrates your progress sincerely? And who becomes uncomfortable when you start improving? Not everyone who smiles at you truly supports your future. One of the hardest lessons in life is understanding that everybody cannot go with you into your next season. Some people only understand the version of you that stayed comfortable. The moment you become more disciplined, more focused, and more intentional, they begin resisting your growth. They may call you different. They may accuse you of changing. But growth always changes people. A stronger mindset creates different priorities. You must learn the difference between loyalty and attachment. Loyalty is powerful when it exists in healthy relationships built on respect, growth, and support. But unhealthy attachment keeps many people trapped in environments that damage their future. Some individuals remain connected to toxic friendships, destructive habits, or draining relationships simply because they fear loneliness. But being alone temporarily is better than constantly being surrounded by people who weaken your spirit. This does not mean becoming arrogant or believing you are better than others. Humility is essential, but wisdom also means protecting your future from unnecessary influence. You must guard your atmosphere carefully because your vision needs the right environment to grow. Just like a seed requires healthy soil, your purpose requires healthy surroundings. Spend time with people who challenge you to improve. Spend time with people who value discipline, wisdom, peace, and growth. Strong people sharpen each other. They encourage accountability. They inspire higher thinking. They remind you of your potential during difficult seasons. A healthy circle will not always tell you what feels comfortable. Sometimes they will correct you because they care about your growth. At the same time, you must improve your relationship with purpose. Many people are physically existing but spiritually lost because they have no clear direction in life. They wake up every day without vision. They move through life reacting to circumstances instead of living intentionally. Without purpose, distractions become dangerous because anything can capture your attention when you lack direction. Purpose gives meaning to your struggles. It gives strength to your discipline. It gives focus to your decisions. When you know why you exist, you stop wasting energy trying to imitate everyone else. Comparison loses power when purpose becomes clear. One of the biggest reasons people feel empty internally is because they spend years chasing validation instead of discovering their assignment. You are not created to merely survive. You are created to contribute something meaningful to the world. There is a gift inside you, a calling inside you, a potential inside you that was never meant to remain buried under fear, laziness, insecurity, or distraction. But purpose requires responsibility. It requires courage to become who you were designed to be. Many people delay their purpose because they fear failure or criticism. They wait for perfect conditions before taking action. But purpose grows through movement, not hesitation. You discover more about yourself by stepping forward than by constantly overthinking. Fear has stolen countless dreams from people who never gave themselves permission to try. Before 2027, stop living only for approval from others. Stop shaping your identity around public opinion. Some people are exhausted because they spend their entire lives trying to satisfy expectations that were never connected to their true purpose. Real fulfillment comes when your life aligns with your values, your vision, and your calling. Purpose also demands discipline. A meaningful life is not built through random living. Every great mission requires focus. Distractions become expensive when you have important goals attached to your future. Learn how to say no to things that waste your time, energy, and attention. Not every opportunity is necessary. Not every invitation deserves acceptance. Wise people understand that protecting their purpose sometimes requires separation from unnecessary distractions. Your purpose will also evolve as you grow. Do not become discouraged if you do not have every answer immediately. Growth is a journey. Clarity often increases through experience, learning, and persistence. The important thing is that you remain intentional instead of drifting through life without direction. Before 2027, choose your circle carefully and protect your purpose intentionally. Surround yourself with people who strengthen your vision instead of weakening it. Build relationships that encourage peace, wisdom, accountability, and growth. And most importantly, commit yourself to discovering and developing the purpose placed inside you. Because at the end of the day, success without purpose feels empty, and purpose without the right environment becomes difficult to sustain. But when your circle is healthy and your vision is clear, you begin building a life that is not only successful on the outside, but deeply meaningful on the inside.